Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 16. So, following the Slay Alive watch order, I have 2 more episodes of Buffy, I believe, to dive into before I go back to Angel. So, definitely excited to continue in Sunnydale here and see what happens next. As always, a full unedited reaction is on Patreon, along with future episodes of Buffy, along with Angel Season 4. Let's just get right into it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 16.
Oh, hello there, gentle viewer.
Wait, breaking the fourth wall? What's going on?
Wonderful to get lost in a story, isn't it?
It is, but what are we doing here?
Heroics and discovery, don't they just take you away?
And following in the tradition of Jonathan in that hilarious episode.
A little tale I like to call Buffy, Slayer of the Vampire. It was cold last night,
Wait, what is this? What's going on here?
but the Slayer had a job to do.
We've got a narrator now. Nice handstand. I like it. Very efficient.
Vampires have a job to do too.
Everyone has a job to do.
Second vampire concealed by cover of darkness. Ready?
Who's interrupting?
Let's rejoin them now to see.
Wait, really?
What are you doing?
The fireplace was imaginary? He's sitting on the toilet?
Well, why can't you just eat like the rest of us?
Excuse me? What an opening. What an opening. I mean, that's pretty amazing, actually. I was actually thinking maybe this is a video within the show, but I was like, when I saw the fireplace and the camera slowly move in, I'm like, the production value is way too nice. This couldn't be a home video, but it was a plot twist. The production value was all in his head. He was sitting there doing a classic bathroom vlog. They could have kept that up for more of the episode, though. You know, like maybe something happened and we hear Andrew telling the story in the bathroom, like narrating how he saw the events. Okay. Oh, he is. He's here with the camera. Okay.
Told you I didn't want you doing that. It's distracting.
Buffy could start her own YouTube channel, though.
Are you still filming me? Stop!
An important document for the ages. A Slayer?
Now Buffy knows what it's like to be a celebrity, someone shoving a camera in your face, following you around.
Story needs to be told.
Why were you videotaping yourself anyway? Sounds like kinky business to me.
Videotaping yourself?
The legacy for future generations.
Buffy seems to think that this apocalypse is... Your story seems pretty pointless.
Dang.
I was gonna interview you later today. Your unique perspective.
Will this work on Anya that easily?
Editorial balance and glamour.
Well, balance is important.
That's all it takes.
I could bring that to you.
The local high school. Hellmouth. Underneath the high
This is
school.
like the Blair Witch Project edition of Buffy.
Dance altar. And it's a door to the Hellmouth. Due to some circumstances, got opened up.
Some circumstances. Let's skip over the details. Why not?
These guys, they work for the First. We don't know much about them except for they're very ugly, very mobile for blind people.
And they're very evil. We know that. A little bit incompetent.
And the women of Command Central take the time to fortify themselves. Women and Xander. Hey, I'm gonna do your special intro later. Is the heart of the Slayer machine.
Really?
The heart?
This is how you win over Xander and Anya. Oh dang, okay. This looks like a hair commercial.
Beautiful with a
How did he get this footage of Buffy? Come on. She was like, all right, I'll shoot the ad too.
Buffy and Spike have some kind of history.
Okay, this isn't real footage.
Technically, as a vampire, he's room temperature.
So is this like how he would want to direct it if he could?
This lovely girl, I don't remember her name.
It's kind of strange how you keep saving the world and there's not any proof.
And it does help the girls with training.
Does it? I don't know if with Andrew taping.
I don't get why this is bothering you so much.
Because it's a waste of time.
As long as you're not pointing that thing at me, seems like a fine way to keep the boy busy.
This is about war.
War with the paparazzi.
We can survive what's coming, but not like this. I had a vision.
I mean, having their whole plan recorded might be dangerous, right?
Gentle viewers, these motivating speeches of hers tend to get a little long. In the in-between time, I thought you might want to know a little about me.
I like how he calls us the gentle viewers, though. I should address the audience like that. Gentle viewers.
You see, I was once a supervillain.
As genuine as a YouTube apology, so on brand, I guess.
It smells funny.
Kinda sweaty.
What'll it do to Buffy?
This is his memory.
Shall we see if Buffy's still talking?
I mean mentally. And from what I've seen so
Was that Willow yawning? Poor Buffy, poor Buffy. She pours
lot of
everything
that
in
stuff.
her
Look at her.
speeches. Look at this. Romance during the meeting. Very appropriate.
I once had my own personal encounter with Dark Willow.
Yeah, that was fun. That was very fun.
If at first you don't succeed, here it comes again.
I deflect thy power.
One effective counterspell.
Thank you, little one.
Andrew's memories are incredible. Talk about rewriting history.
not late. The bell rings.
Oh dang, we have a Spider-Man fight going on.
Uh-oh. Shy girl, don't do this.
You know I was there.
She a ghost? What the?
May seem that.
The mirror said I was fat.
I can't take the semester anymore.
What's going on right now?
So not only does Mr. Hildegard move up the trig exam to today, and I've got an English paper due tomorrow, I feel like I'm gonna explode.
No, maybe one of you guys could give him a foot rub?
A foot massage? Pulp Fiction edition?
Someone threw a rock at me as I got out of my car.
Something is going on today.
That occurred to me as I ducked the other two rocks.
There's a stoning of the principal?
There's this thing that happens. I've seen all these things before, just not all at once.
Yeah.
It's like hell's a busting out all over.
Kind of sounds like it.
Being in high school can feel like being at war. Chess club resents the French club for taking the activities room. Well, everybody hates the cheerleaders.
Not everybody, come on.
And a lot of other nasty stuff, too.
Like what?
What? Did someone
Really
just...
should have had that foot rub.
Did someone literally just explode? Buffy's like nonchalant reaction is pretty hilarious.
Hello.
Dawn used to be a key. I don't really know what that means.
I love how he pans to a literal key. That was his best
Here's
camera
something I
move
think you're
yet.
going to be interested in, gentle viewers.
All right, this is the part that Joey skips ahead to.
In that window sash. You can't even tell it's new. It blends in so well.
Okay, now Joey's screaming at the screen.
What makes now so special?
All the Hellmouth's energy is trying to escape from that one little spot.
Yeah, it's like a concentrated place of evil.
I understand that exactly 1 year ago today you left Anya at the altar. Any comment on that?
Right to the good questions.
I've apologized enough.
You think it was something that called for an apology? You don't think it was the right thing to do?
It was the right thing to do.
What?
Interesting.
This is interesting.
If I had married you, it would have been against everything I thought was best. It wouldn't have worked.
Probably not, actually.
We still spark. I get jealous of you, you get jealous of me.
That's true. That's very honest of her to say.
Is that true, Xander? You still love her?
This is a big moment. What's the answer?
I swear we just
Hey, we cut away? You can't cut away. I don't care if the world's ending. We need to hear.
had a vision.
How do you know that they're not just dreams?
Because I wasn't on acid when I saw it.
What are you doing?
Now, have you ever really studied it? Gotten close?
Is that a good idea?
I did a search on the symbolic database. She said she could narrow it down.
And you trust her?
Of course.
I don't know why any of you should trust each other. You've all been evil at some point, right?
That's true. That's true. Kind of.
Yeah, well, how to...
Evil is what evil does.
And I know what you're doing.
Wait, what?
You're with that vampire. Screwing that vampire.
Did he just get possessed?
Are you okay?
That's why you gotta be careful standing there.
We gotta get rid of this seal. We gotta shut it down before it starts affecting everyone.
I have a pretty good idea who we should talk to. The guy that fed it his first drop of blood.
What's the pig doing?
God, I hope that's not a student.
Probably, actually. The question is, will the bacon still taste good?
And here you are again with that thing in my face. Sod off!
The light was kind of behind you.
Oh, right. Well, this better then?
Always gotta be aware of the lighting.
Here you are again with that thing in my face. Sod off!
Spike is a good sport.
You know how I feel, right?
Not clearly.
Do you still love me?
I still love you. I always will.
Well, I love you too. I don't know if that means anything either.
Great. So now what?
I guess I'm more replaceable, obviously.
There's no one like you. You were willing to stand up to...
Oh my gosh. He's like us. He's like us watching along.
I hope you know you never left my heart.
That's just how it ends?
We just spent the day keeping a lid on a war.
That would be very exciting on tape.
It's time for you to help Andrew.
Can I bring the camera? Shoot. You guys are running out of time. They went full ritualistic zombie mode over here. Okay, they might be too late. They might be too late. Wait, what happened?
I had it again. And that voice.
They both had the same dream?
We're hunted men, driven mad by forces beyond our understanding. I don't deserve this. I wasn't even that evil.
I thought you were evil.
Yeah?
I respected your ideas for evil projects.
Okay, I think we're getting a little off track here.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yes, very off track.
You have to focus on the charm to pull the memories out.
Can't I have a cool, refreshing Zima?
Afterwards.
I don't participate. I'm the detached journalist recording with a neutral eye.
You have to pick a side now.
Or I'm going to smash this camera over your head. Actually, I'm gonna do that anyway, so you might as well talk.
Gonna get relevant in a second. Jonathan's gonna go to the bathroom.
And then what happened? Oh, dang.
I don't think I can do it. Jonathan has been a good friend to me here in Mexico.
That boy's blood is a powerful, very important. Won't even hurt him.
It hurt him.
Living as gods.
We are gods.
There's so many like fantasies within his memories.
Kennedy, search his stuff. Find the knife.
It's in the kitchen in the cutlery drawer.
Really?
You didn't have any steak knives.
Murder weapon in with our utensils.
That's unbelievable.
It's in Tawarik. It's like proto-Tawarik.
What does it say?
It says, "The blood which I spill, I consecrate to the oldest evil."
Okay.
Okay. Let me work on it.
Okay, but work on it quickly because we're running out of time.
You just won yourself a free vacation to the beautiful downtown Hellmouth.
Yell at it in its own language?
Maybe.
I'm not following.
I'm not either.
The seal responds to this language somehow.
Oh, okay.
Andrew knows the language. Maybe give it command.
Let's go.
But what did the zombie people already do? Oh, dang.
Alright, it almost happened.
Looks to me like it's still happening.
What a sight for this school, right?
It's gotta be kids' engineer.
Easy pickings for the likes of you.
Hey, here to help, you know.
Right.
Lots of trust between them.
Something going on there.
Yes.
Sexual tension you could cut with a knife.
That's where his mind goes.
Kids went nuts, didn't they?
They'll hear you.
They're all the way down.
Dang, dang. Spoke too soon.
Struck down before I achieve redemption.
Still narrating in the middle of a fight. That's even better than filming.
Don't kill him. They're just students.
They'll live.
Yeah, they'll live. They'll live. They'll have a headache in the morning.
Alert for any danger.
Oh, stop it.
I was just...
No more.
It's like a kid getting his toy taken away.
I don't want a biographer, especially a murderer.
We just keep tossing that word around, but that's not really what happened.
What were you trying to do? Scratch his back from the front?
Warren was there, and only I could see him.
Stab him.
No, I can't do it.
Stab him. Spill the
Who are
blood.
you talking to?
What's
What is
wrong
it,
with
right?
you? Are you a little coward?
I mean, yes.
Damn you! Kill him first! Stab him!
Is this actually what happened?
And I'll hate you forever!
I don't trust his memory, though. You know what I mean?
Trapped by circumstances into paying for a crime I didn't even...
I saw the seal possess wood like that earlier today.
Oh, okay, but it's not his fault if that's what happened, right? Because the same thing happened to the principal.
Get out of my brain!
That might be what actually happened.
Wait. There's someone in there.
Don't interrupt their prayer. Come on, be respectful. Oh, dang.
No.
So this is how they make new members, right? Now what do? Just kill them? The poor students, if that's what you have to do.
Wow.
I mean, that's somewhat predictable, right?
I knew we'd always do that again.
One more time, anyway.
I don't know what this is.
There should be
more?
Felt like it one more time.
Oh, really?
Now we can move on.
I feel like this gave them the opposite of any closure or certainty.
Hope they'll be up here by now. Had to make this in here, you suppose.
Wood shop, I guess. It's nice to know they're paying attention in class.
It's probably cathartic for him. Dealing with all the students, all their complaining and whining. It's like, all right, finally get to swing a wooden plank at them. Was he about to attack Spike? He was, right? I mean, this is more relevant now than ever. Someone in a serious trouble and someone else just filming them, watching.
She fights like fighting is her life. She knows she will win because there is no alternative.
Good stunt work there, though.
It's your turn, Andrew.
Hold the knife and, like, command it to stop glowing into work?
Doesn't really make sense, does it? Bringing you here to talk to it. This thing doesn't understand words. It understands blood.
Does it need his blood?
Turns out the blood of the person that awoke it, you, different kind of deal. It reverses the whole thing.
Is that really what they're gonna do? No.
So this is my redemption at last.
Turn the camera back on.
Stop telling story. Life isn't a story.
I mean, that's true.
I trusted him, and I lost my friend.
You murdered him.
Yeah.
I don't like having to give a bunch of speeches about how we're all gonna live. Good people are going to die. Maybe me. Probably you.
Yeah, that's the reality.
When your blood pours out, it might save the world. Are you redeemed?
No. Because I killed him. I pretended I thought it was him, but I knew it wasn't.
Oh, he's finally honest.
I'm scared and I'm going to die. This is what Jonathan felt.
Is that what's gonna close it? Genuine regret and tears? That's what they needed. Buffy had to scare him.
Didn't want blood. They wanted tears.
Interesting. Well played, Buffy.
So you weren't really gonna stab me, were you?
That was all a bluff.
I wasn't going to stab you.
What if the tears didn't work?
Then people would roast you online and say you're a bad reactor. Okay, it's over. The spell is broken. All right, this is his after talk. What do you think?
There's a big fight coming. I don't even think I'm gonna live through it.
I feel like he will, actually.
Probably the way it should be.
That was such an interesting episode, right? All right, so that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 16. That was such a unique episode. I mean, it was really an Andrew-focused episode, which is the first one that we've ever seen that thoroughly from his perspective. And then it was also a very uniquely told story and executed episode from the way that it was pieced together with Andrew's imagination and Andrew's vlog. And it was kind of had a lot of meta commentary in the episode as well. I feel like this is a very thoughtful kind of writer's type of episode where the screenplay of this one is very unique and is reflecting on the characters. Like they like in world we're being led on this journey through Andrew's documentation and through his reflection and his memories and the way that he changes his memories and falsifies his memories and hides from the truth with that storytelling. And then, of course, it's impossible not to see the meta commentary going on as well about us, the audience, relating to Andrew or enjoying this story, or just this idea of wielding fiction as an instrument that can be used to avoid the truth of your life or to avoid the agency of your life and the responsibility for the choices that you make. And there are just some great moments. I mean, I feel like I honestly need some time to think about it and maybe even rewatch the episode to fully appreciate everything going on. It was very, it was a lot to absorb the first time watching for me. But I did like it. I thought it was very, very unique, right? I mean, just creatively, it was really cool because, you see other movies and other, storytelling techniques where you have a handheld camera storytelling perspective. But what made this one really stand out to me was how they blended, the regular shots and how they also combined it with Andrew's coverage in world. And then also what really added a layer of creativity for me is how they showed different things, and even some of what Andrew was filming colored a lot by his imagination. And it really gives us a window into Andrew's mind, at least for me, much more than we've seen in any point in the show. And you just see, I mean, we know that he's obsessed with pop culture and he watches a lot of movies, and in a lot of classical senses, he is a nerd. But you really see that demonstrated with how he processes so much of his life and his circumstances as if he's in some sort of movie. And even the way that we see his memories and how he colors them in a fictional tone. I mean, it's entertaining for the show to watch, you know, seeing himself, remembering himself as cooler than he was. But to me, it also shows how he uses fantasy to escape the unpleasantness of his life. And that's something I can absolutely relate to. I mean, I'm a big fan of movies and shows and books and all of that. And part of the appeal is there is a form of escapism, as I'm sure we're all well aware. It is a relief. It is a nice way to forget about the responsibilities and the work and the suffering of your life and just be focused on this other world and connecting to these other characters and be taken on this journey, right? And I think for the most part, it's actually a pretty healthy form of relaxation. But I also think it can be used as like a coping mechanism, like we saw with a character like Andrew, or even more insidiously as a way to avoid dealing with your own problems and to lie to yourself and try to quantify events as opposed to dealing with them. And that's why I really like how this episode addressed that imagination and that desire to kind of capture things on a camera and quantify it as a story and gain control of the narrative and just show that does have not necessarily a morally evil side to it, but it's almost like it's just a tool, and you can misuse that tool to avoid dealing with real life. So I really like how Buffy my favorite scene was just the whole end when Buffy was confronting Andrew, and Andrew finally admitted that he did kill Jonathan. Because up until this point, he's been in denial. And Buffy's line in that scene saying, like, this is not a story, this is real life. I mean, it's a very meta moment because, of course, we are watching a TV show. We're all aware that we're watching a TV show and we're listening to characters within a TV show. But the sentiment I definitely appreciate because real life isn't a story. But at the same time, it is a story, too, because even in real life, outside of fiction, it's not a story. There aren't characters, there aren't rules, there's no script, there's no good guys win at the end and the bad guys lose, and there's not cathartic, dramatic moments the way there are in a lot of TV shows or movies. But is a story insofar as everyone is experiencing reality through their mind and their consciousness. And so much of how you feel and how you experience your life is based on the story and the interpretation that you label your life with. I think that's just a very true thing. I think there's been a lot of studies psychologically that show the power of the stories that we tell ourselves. So it's a really interesting topic for me. I feel like it's something I would love to have a conversation with. I feel like this is a great episode to sit down and watch with a group of people or just discuss with fans of the show in general, because I feel like it deals with a lot of really rich, interesting themes about storytelling in general and fiction and escapism and difficulty to confront yourself and the way that people who enjoy stories can also hide behind stories. Something that I've actually thought to myself, like sometimes you see a lot of actors and celebrities in the news, and I feel like generally most people are very cynical towards famous people now. And to a large degree, I do understand why. I mean, every day it seems like we see headlines of some celebrity doing something terrible or being selfish or just coming across as detached from reality in many ways. And sometimes I've actually thought to myself, like, you see a really talented actor who's been in excellent movies, for example, and then you see or hear about their personal life and it sounds like such a disaster. And sometimes I think to myself, like, you know, how do those two things coexist simultaneously? Someone who clearly has such talent and emotional understanding and depth on the one hand, but then, you know, seems to make mistakes that their characters in movies and shows have already learned in their fictional world. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. Like, you'll see actors or just celebrities in general who maybe have played characters who made mistakes but redeemed their lives and learned really meaningful life lessons in the movies they've been in. And then you'll see them do something in real life and be like, I thought you learned that lesson in that movie. But of course they didn't. They were just playing a character who learned that lesson. But what's interesting is, like, to me, I don't think they could so accurately portray a journey and that level of self-awareness unless on some level they didn't understand, important truths about life and about the right and wrong. But I guess I've always written it off as, you can understand the right thing. That doesn't mean that you can follow through with it. There's a big difference between knowing what the right thing to do is and actually doing it in your real life. And that's much, much harder to do. But this episode makes me kind of think about that and wonder if there's another level to it as well. Right? Maybe it's easier to experience that moral growth and that moral catharsis through fiction, almost as a way to avoid working on yourself in real life, which is something I think we saw the character of Andrew doing. I don't know. This is just me kind of reflecting in real time. I could be off right now, but that's just something I feel like that was very interesting that they showed with his character. And then we also had, interspersed with that, a little bit of tension between Spike and the principal, but nothing major happened. But something big is going to happen for sure between the two of them. And then more importantly, I think we had Xander and Anya. I don't know. I feel like I relate to both of their characters thinking about whether I like them as a couple or not. On the one hand, I feel like it could be a really sweet ending if they ended up getting back together, because they do seem very happy as a couple. They clearly are not totally over each other. And I don't know, I feel like there is something substantial that they had in their relationship. But on the other hand, I don't know what it is exactly. It's just a feeling I have. But if you ended things before and they've already had so much drama between them, part of me, I guess, wishes for a clean slate for both of them. And they can kind of have an affection and a closeness with each other forever. But does that mean they should rekindle their romance and actually end up together by the end of the show? I don't know. At the same time, though, I don't see any other partners for either of them, So, and everyone doesn't have to be, in a relationship by the end of the show. Of course, you can be single. That's totally fine. But it might be, I guess I'm trying to think of a satisfying way, if I was a writer ending the season of the show, how I would want to end the relationship between the two of them in a way that is satisfying for the audience. I mean, look, maybe one of them could die and could sacrifice their life for each other. That actually might be the best route I would lean towards. But I like killing off characters in shows. So, I mean, Joss Whedon does too. So maybe, who knows? I don't know what they're going to do with the two of them. But I did find it pretty hilarious how they were able to be honest on the one hand and say, yes, we still have feelings for each other, but neither of them really knows what they want. And Xander, despite the time that has gone by, he still doesn't know what he wants. I mean, he's happy to get back together with Anya, but I don't know if you can just do that after you've been engaged and we're literally like 5 minutes away from getting married to someone. I think that epiphany is a little bit backwards, the way that it happened. And then, just after they sleep together, it was just such an awkward kind of hard scene to see the two of them, talking about like, maybe we shouldn't end this. Maybe this is over. Maybe it's just a one-time thing. But there was no sense of closure, at least for me, as I was watching the two of them. It felt like they were less certain about how to move forward than ever after that happened. So who knows what'll happen. I'm very curious to see where they take those characters moving forward. And now, hopefully, things are a little bit better since the tears, the genuine tears and regret that Andrew had closed the seal by the Hellmouth. School should be able to continue and resume after this, which will be bad news for most of the students. Because I think most people who've been to high school, they would rather be a zombie, walking around attacking people than actually have to take class. But sorry about that. We have to reopen the school, But I do like that. I like also the lesson of that. The first thing that Andrew has to do is confront the truth. I guess the idea of redemption was really interesting too, because Andrew kept talking about redemption for killing Jonathan and just for all his past crimes. And in movies, a lot of times a broken character will have one noble, heroic act or sacrifice that will redeem him. But what we've kind of seen with the character of Spike, and something that I really like about the show, because I think it's a lot more realistic, is that real life redemption is usually not that dramatic and cool. Usually real life redemption starts when you confront the evil things that you've done, the mistakes that you've made, and you're honest about it and you take accountability for all your mistakes. And then it's just a slow journey from there. It's just slowly rebuilding one piece at a time, one good action at a time. And that's a lot less exciting, but in a certain sense, it's a lot harder than just some cathartic sacrifice that redeems all your evil past, right? And so, like I said, I think the show does an excellent job kind of showing Spike dealing with that, especially this season. And Andrew, it feels like he's at the beginning of a similar journey. Right. But really creative episode for sure. An episode that gave me a lot to think about. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about this episode. Do you like it? What's your interpretation of the meaning of the meta commentary? I feel like there's just so much to think about and talk about for this episode. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, a full reaction and future episodes of this season of Buffy and season 4 of Angel is all on Patreon. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.